Hi everyone, Paul ISM. Welcome to another inbox review. Now, this is quite a special one for me. This was a kit I was gunning for at Telford. This was at the top of my list of something I'd seen probably about 6 months ago, and I had full intentions of getting it at Scale Model World, and I got it. So there we go. So what is it? Well, this is HPH's full multimedia resin photo etch 1/32 scale Helldiver. So this is a full resin kit with photo etch. It's a phenomenal kit. It's absolutely stunning. From the moment I saw it, I knew I had to have it, and it's just absolutely beautiful. So it's the SB2C-4 Helldiver. So it's a US naval aircraft. It's just a stunning plane. That box art is just amazing. It looks absolutely beautiful, and the kit is just phenomenal. I've had a good look through the box several times now, and every time I look, it still takes me by surprise. It's a very daunting kit, I'm not going to lie. It's quite terrifying. Full resin. You've got to be real careful with some of the parts because it is delicate, and obviously you can have a lot of cleanup on parts as well. But the resin cast is stunning. It really is stunning. So the normal RRP on this, I think it's about £180 on their website. It's for €204, so it's not a cheap kit at all. The show price, I think it was about 170. But after a chat with the guys on the stand, the mention of ISM in the review, they gave me a very, very good price, so very generous of them. And yeah, I'm going to do the review today. But look forward to doing this review. And I'm really looking forward to getting on with the kit as well. It does look to be an amazing kit. So let's have a look in the box and get started on the review. So, like I said, absolutely beautiful box art. Got the two Helldivers dropping bombs on some Japanese aircraft carriers. Real nice box art. I'm hoping I can save that. I'm hoping I can just cut it below the line and keep it, because it is really, really nice. It's a beautiful looking plane, and this kit is going to do it justice because it's stunning. Literally all we got on the front is the box art. On the side, I've got to be careful because it is loosely packaged. On the side we've got SB2C-4 Helldiver resin model kit, limited edition, HPH 32036R, 32nd scale. Obviously it's made by HPH, who are in the Czech Republic. There's the website, hphmodels.cz, and there's even a longitude and latitude there as well. Now, Hannington UK stock these, but again they're not cheap at all. And so you might be edging your bets whether it's cheaper there or go direct to HPH themselves. That's it. The other side of the box is exactly the same. Nothing on the back at all. It's just a plain box, but it is absolutely stunning. So let's have a look what we get in the actual box itself. So my only criticism of the kit is it is quite loosely packaged. Now you can see where I've had it end up. Some of the resin has moved. Some of the bits and bobs have moved around in the box. So if I just show you what we've got, the box doesn't fit in camera, unfortunately, it's too big. So we've got the fuselage halves, wings, nose cowling, bags of resin, rear section, all the clear parts, and then we get a big bag of goodies. So how's that for a photo etch fret? Huge. You got instructions which are on CD, DVD-ROM, mask set, markings, decals, and there's a set of belts in there as well, but we'll get to those a little bit later. To look at the CD instructions, we have to use QuickTime and do a screenshot video because it's all on PDF, and they are very, very good instructions. They do look stunning. So what we're going to do, we're going to move that out of the way. I'm not going to be putting parts all over the shop due to the delicate nature, so we're going to look at one at a time and see how they look. So I'm going to put that there. And what we'll start off with is the fuselage halves. So like I say, you get the two fuselage halves, the four wing sections, the front nose, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 little bags, one big bag of resin. Obviously the rear section, all the clear parts, which are stunning. HPH clear parts are absolutely beautiful. Instructions, PE, mass set, belts, so on and so forth. We'll go through it all. It might be a long review, it might not, but it's definitely worth watching. So there's the fuselage half, first one. So as you can see, it's a good size aircraft. The fuselage is, well, with the nose on, it's going to be about 14 inches long, so it's not the biggest aircraft, but It's a very good looking plane. So as you can see, first of all, you've got the big resin plug at the bottom. Now HPH have a video on YouTube which does show how to remove the parts. It looks very straightforward. It's 45 minutes long, covers removing parts, sanding, gluing, filling, so on and so forth. So if you've got one of these kits you want to have a look, have a Google for that. If we can find it, I'll put it in the description on the channel below. So yeah, once you get rid of that bit, you got a bit of sanding to do, a bit of clean up. You got all this loose, like resin flash to get out the cockpit and the gun bay. And once you've done that, you're pretty straightforward. So if we go in close, we'll have a look at the close-up detail first. So let's plonk it down. So as you can see, the surface detail is absolutely exquisite. From all the panel lines, the rivet detail, access points, it really is absolutely stunning. The quality of casting on the resin is absolutely second to none. Absolutely stunning. You can see all the way along there. We've got the wing roots where these are going to go through. All the way along the back end. That detail carries on. Absolutely beautiful. Onto the tail. And it is just absolutely stunning. Like I say, from the day I saw this kit, I was like, wow, I need to buy that. And I did. So there we go. So that's the outside of the fuselage. The other side is exactly the same. I'll grab it quickly so you can see it. It's literally a mirror image of it. Just so you can have a quick look. It's literally flawless. It really is. Flawless resin. The guys at the stand said any problems at all, give them a shout. They'll post out replacement parts. So great customer care by the sound of it. So very nice. And the detail just as then there, it carries on inside. So we've got sidewall detail, as you can see. Runs all the way along the inside. Absolutely stunning. Really, really is. Very nice. We've got some locator points where you can put some, I think it tells you to use styrene rod in there and there. Like I say, go watch the video on YouTube. It does give you a lot of useful information. But like I say, the interior detail, absolutely beautiful. Really, really nice. That's one half. I'm going to put that in safely. Back where it goes. Like I said, my criticism, the only criticism I've got so far of the kit is that the parts need a little bit of padding in there to protect them. It is strong resin, and things like the Catalina that Lee bought, which is immense, that looked to be glass fibre reinforced resin, so it's very, very strong. But like I say, it is resin, it is prone to breakage if you're not careful. So I would prefer to have seen some bubble wrap in there to protect these larger parts, but maybe they deem it unnecessary. Maybe they've had no breakages, but for me, for peace of mind, I would rather have that. So there we go. There's the other sidewall detail. Again, absolutely beautiful. This is all moulded in. This cast in. This isn't extras to put in. I'm not sure if there are extras to put in. I think there must be, but this is all in the original fuselage halves. Absolutely stunning. All the ribbing, the lot, absolutely fantastic. But for me, that's outer surface detail. Is just beautiful. It really is. So there's the two fuselage halves. We'll deal with the wings next. So this is an upper wing surface. I think, yes it is, because it's a landing bay. So we've got two of these, again with the same plugs to remove. Now HPH shows you scribing this with a knife and then snapping it off. Very confidently on the video. For me, I would definitely be taking my time a little bit more. As you can see on the inside, it's a brand new kit, HPH 2016. Again, we've got a little bit of surface detail on the side. Very nice. And on the exterior, we have the same beautiful, absolutely beautiful, pardon the hair there, absolutely exquisite surface detail. It just really is mind-blowingly beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. It's a fantastic kit. It's not cheap, I understand that, and it is daunting. It scares the living bejesus out of me, but it's a challenge and it's a beautiful looking aircraft, so the journey will be worth it. Like I say, take your time, follow their videos and instructions, and you'll have no problem. Also, there's one of the upper wing surfaces. There's the other, exactly the same, just a mirror image. Again, all the riveting, panel lines, access points, all stunning. And again, a little bit of detail inside. Absolutely beautiful. And then we've got the lower wing surfaces, which again, fantastic detail. Got nav lights, gear bays, so on and so forth. So this is all going to have to be removed. So get yourself a little battery powered or a Proxon Dremel, something with low power to help you get rid of this, and just take your time. It is one of those kits you just really need to take your time, or you just bash the box around like I just did. And then we've got the other wing as well. Get my camera to focus. Come on. There we go. The other wing section as well. Absolutely stunning. Put these little slithers of tape over the top to help protect. But it's just, it's a surface detail that blows me away. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. And again, that's it. What they close up like, I don't know, because the plug's in the way. You are going to need a bit of work. This is going to be a weekend kit. This is a few months, I think, of solid work. HPH does actually sell epoxy resin set, which they recommend for filling and gluing and whatnot. So that's something I'll definitely purchase. I could get an epoxy resin set from somewhere else, but I'll stick with what they recommend. It's only a few quid on eBay, and you know, peace of mind. And right, front nose cowling, engine cowling. Again, absolutely beautifully cast resin. This is an ultra thin piece of resin, so nicely depicted there. The detail, absolutely stunning again, all the way around. This one's going to be a bit trickier to remove off the plug. Like I say, a lot of care and attention is going to be required to get these off. But as long as you take your time, you shouldn't have any dramas at all. The casting is just, it literally is flawless. You got the odd little mark like that just there to remove. Obviously the little bit of resin flash, which is part of the course with resin. But it's just amazing. It really is a beautiful kit. They've got lots of other kits on offer. Things like this down to 72 scale, right up to that huge Catalina Lee bought. Lee got the full kit. I'd rather have the half kit, to be honest, which shows all the interior. And they do a conversion for Revell's 132 HE111, which I'm not going to lie, did catch my eye, using the base kit as the fuselage halves, and then it adds all the interior to cutaway. Absolutely stunning. But things that are absolutely beautiful, really nice. It's ultra thin, so a lot of care is going to be required on parts like that. You really need to be extra careful with these delicate parts. I'm going to pop some parts back in the box because I don't like leaving them out. Like I say, hopefully HPH's customer care is better than Special Hobby, because 2 months later I'm still waiting for that replacement gun sight which I asked for, which hasn't turned up, but never mind. Now this is the rear section. I think it's where the gunner sits, just where it meets the tail. Indeed it is, I can see where it goes. This is another absolutely ultra thin piece of resin. You can see the flex there. Again, it's got all that beautiful surface detail on it. So this is all going to need cutting out, this will all need cutting off, that bottom plug. But again, you've got all the ribbon detail inside, and this literally, it looks as though, if I can get this out, that slots in there, like so. So a very nice piece of resin. Really nice. Let's get a look. The part, like I say, very flexible, but no warpage, none at all. And surface detail is amazing. I do recommend giving all the resin parts a real good scrub down of detergent, and there is something on there because I'm leaving greasy fingerprints behind, so there is some sort of release agents on there. So they're recommending, I don't know if you can see, yeah, where my finger's been, right there is something there. They're recommending using like a proper detergent in a bowl with a brush, give it a real good scrub, let it air dry, job done. So definitely worthwhile paying attention to that. We'll have a look at the clear parts and then we'll crack on with the bags and have a look what we've got on there. Now I've bought other parts. I bought the Arado 196 bits for the Revell kit, and I got the new canopy in that. Oh my god, it's just stunning. Really is beautiful. So in here we've got various canopies which are in a very small bag, which is rather annoying, I'm not going to lie. Gonna come out. Okay, it's been annoying. So again, you've got a plug on the back. It's going to need a little bit of cleanup, but pop a bit of resin dust. You can see just how clear that is. It is superior quality resin. Again, carries all through all those rivet detail, recess detail, handles, so on and so forth. and I think I just need to wipe over to degrease it, and I think that would be ready to use. So again, careful cutting off at the plug at the back, bit of careful sanding, job done there, no problem at all. In here we have a couple of, I actually don't know what they are, but again, apart from a little bit of resin dust, the clarity is amazing. I've seen, there's no magnification on it at all. It's just stunning. It's very high quality. It's better than most plastic I've seen, to be honest. Absolutely beautiful. And another one there. It looks like a bulletproof screen, to be honest, but I don't know if it is. Again, very, very good quality. Apart from, like I say, a fingerprint. Give it a good degrease. Job done. That is my fingerprint on there. You can see that's that release agent, whatever it is. So if you give it a good clean up, it's crystal clear. Very nice. Then we've got the main crappy parts, which are in here. There's the front screen. These bags are awfully tight for this, I'm not going to lie. Makes them a bit tricky to get out. 2, well, that's a big chunk of clear resin. 3, and we've got some clear colour parts for Nav Lights. So, again, we've got the frosted bit at the back, and the clear parts at the front. Stunning. Like I say, again, apart from a little bit of resin dust, clarity is good. Really clear. Surface detail is lovely. Again, it is nice flexible resin. Like I say, careful parting of that plug is definitely required. We've got the front screen, which again, flawlessly cast. Very, very nice. That one's going to need a lot of real delicate care. And again, no problems there at all. Absolutely stunning. And the main bit at the back, which again, it is amazing. Top quality stuff. So I see a lot worse plastic on a day-to-day basis, so to get resin of that quality is pretty damn amazing. So I'm going to try and get these back in their bags. A little bit smaller bags, but I suppose it keeps them from flopping around all over the shop. All over the place. So put them in there. Clear parts for all the Nav Lights. So we've got various colours in clear resin. So we've got green, blue, white, yellow. So there you go, they are shaped to what they need to be. So very nice. There's the Nav Lights, green and red. We've got white, red, yellow and blue. So again, not a problem at all. Once you give them a good clean up, good bit of a polish, they're going to come out lovely. So nice to get those, because at the end of the day they could have just been clear and you had to paint them, but good to get the option of them actually being the colours required. You have to bear with me because every part I am putting back in its dedicated. And if you look at the kit, everything has its own spot in the kit where it sits, and I am putting everything back in where they should go, because I ain't taking any chances breaking anything on this thing at all. Right, so there's all the bigger parts. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go through the bags. We're not going to go through every single little part because we will be there all day. So what we'll probably do is just lay them out. I'm going to zoom that out a tad. We'll probably just grab the parts that catch my eye. But things like this, there's a lot of big parts here, so this shouldn't be too difficult. So we have a seat. Nice resin seat, nicely cast. We got some, look like sidewall detail inside. There's only one in the bag, I'm not going to get it out, I'm going to be lazy. Just a few parts in there. All these parts are on wafer thin resin, so they're going to be nice and easy to remove. These are like wing spars, so on and so forth. We've got bulkheads for the interior. So again, very nice, all cast on this beautiful wafer thin resin, which is, like I say, going to cause you no drama at all. Very, very nice part, very nicely cast. Again, we've got rear bulkhead for the cockpit. And this is the floor by the look of it as well. So again, very, very nice detail. Really, really beautiful. Even the effect of what looks to be stretched skin or canvas at the back, really nice done. All the hoses are there, the cabling's in the bottom, everything. Really is top quality. You are getting what you're paying for. I know it's an expensive kit, but I think you are getting what you pay for. Again, wiring, hose detail at the front, some ribbing, very, very nice. And again, some other nice detail parts. They look like interior parts. We've also got what looks to be, I'm guessing, is that Bombay? Don't know, could be. Again, absolutely stunning detail cast in there. Really is beautiful. Very, very nice. A random part just there, hoop. The seat, like we saw before, there's a few bits and bobs in there. So we got what looks to be tail fins for bombs. I haven't seen, oh, there they are. There. I haven't seen bombs yet, but they are there. Out we come. If you're going to come out, it's one big piece. That's why. So we've got one big piece of all different components and parts. Beautiful. These are the fins off the bombs. Very nice ones cleaned up. I think the bombs, yeah, they're in another bag over there. Very nice. And a few other nondescript parts I have no idea what they are. But again, as with resin, they're getting a little bit of cleanup. But they shouldn't prove too demanding. Just take your time. Sand, make sure you've got gloves on. Resin dust can irritate some people. Make sure you've got a mask on. It doesn't have to be a respirator, it can just be a dust mask, because it is the dust that causes problems. It can be carcinogenic, so just take your time. We've got what look to be wheel hubs in there. Very nicely done. I can't get that one to move. Okay, so I don't want to take every part of every bag because we will be here all day. So nice wheel detail in there as well. And like I say, the part we showed before. So some very nice resin pieces in there. It's certainly going to keep you busy with cleanup. And like I say, you can either go for the whole kit and clean every single part up, or for me, I clean up in sections. So pick a section to work on, find everything for that, clean it up, so on and so forth. That would be the way I do. But like I say, just take precautions, wear gloves, wear a dust mask. If you're working with family in the room, well, don't. And I like to put a bit of a wet cloth down to catch any excess dust. And that saves up on clean up later on. So there's one bag of bits. Second bag, which is all the engine components, which I've just ripped. Again, I'm not going to go through them all, but just going to pick some parts. So we've got all the engine cylinder heads. Absolutely beautifully done. You can see them in there. I'll take one out so you can have a quick look. Like I say, there's a lot of resin in this kit. There really is. So there you go. Very nicely cast. Not a lot of cleanup required. Very, very cool. Very nice. There's a whole bag full of those. So you literally got to build your entire engine yourself. The main parts in one of the other bags, we've got some strengthening parts, exhaust. Very nicely done. I'm assuming more the exhaust part. It look like it, possibly a nice thick piece of resin. So they all need cutting off. Other parts of exhaust. We've got props. So very nicely cast with the appropriate twisting. Very, very nice. Beautiful. So they can get out of the way. Various other components, small parts, bits and bobs. Not gonna lie, I don't know what they are. Another one of those. Another one of those. That. These things. But every part is meticulously cast. Very, very high quality. We also have all these, which are again a part of the engine as well, I think. Very nicely done. I love the ultra thin resin at the bottom. It's a nice little touch. Another one of those, another one of those, more of those. So we've got actuators there, and another prop. So very, very nice. It's a 4-bladed prop, which is pretty cool. So plenty to keep you going in there, and a few other little odds and sods in a bag there as well. Like I say, there's that many small components. I haven't got a clue what half of them are, but all I can say is it's exquisitely done. It really is. And like I say, you have a bit of cleanup, but pick each section. Pick a cockpit, the cockpit, or the rear gun bay, and just deal with that section a little bit at a time. And before you know it, you'll be done. It really will. And then you've got the joy of painting this absolutely stunning looking aircraft. It's a beautiful aircraft. I love these US naval aircraft. They're absolutely stunning. They really are. Right, so we've got another medium-sized bag. Very handy resealable Ziploc bags. So, what do we got? We got blocks. We got, I'm guessing that is the engine bulkhead. Very nice, on the wafer thin stuff. We got these things. I'm guessing that's the rear gunner's seat. Very nice. We've got a assuming part of the engine. That must be the, is that the ignition ring? The ignition coil? Not coil. The ring for it. Very cool. That thing. The Hoosier-majig. Watch-my-ting. So what have we got there? Let me have a look. Got a little exposed metal. That's the antenna, isn't it? For the front. There's a little bit of metal rod there to help locate it. Very nice touch. That thing looks like a gear bay door. Some nice detail inside. A couple of bulgy parts. More gear bay doors. More gear bay doors. More gear bay doors. Which again have that lovely recessed riveting detail on. Looks like a leading edge slat to me. And there's another one. Off its plug, that one for some reason. There's no plug in there, a bit random. Very nice, high gloss on that one, really is. More engine components, just there, and a few other bits and bobs as well. Like I said, there is a lot to get through, but I don't know where every part is. It says I wasn't going to show every part, and we have, so we might as well continue. We're not far off half an hour in, so we may as well go the whole shebang and just show everything. Like I say, it is resin. It's not, it's not going to shatter, but when working with it, putting stress on it, that's when you need to be careful. I can be a bit blasé, chucking them back in the bag, knowing they'll be alright. But still, take your time. Right, we've got this bag with lots and lots of little parts in. So, is there anything I recognise? We have I have no idea what they are. Loads of little pointy bits. A couple of nice little parts in there. Very nicely cast in there, lovely. We've got this, wow, now that's an ultra thin part. That's, yeah, you need to be delicate with that, that's ultra thin. We've got a couple of these. I'm not quite sure what they are, but they're nicely done. Indeed. We got this, that. I'm assuming, is that a gun sight? Could be. Could be a gun sight. Got a bracket. All the little components. Another bag full of little bits and bobs. They look like, I don't know actually what they look like. Little round parts. And another one there, last but not least. So, lots of little parts, and I have absolutely no idea what they are. But they're definitely going to keep you busy. And UMP sanding sticks are excellent at removing resin. And thankfully resin is a fairly soft material, so it isn't too laborious to do. It's fairly quick. It's just going to be time consuming because there's a lot of it. Now we've got a very large bag of resin. There's a little bit of everything in there. Oh yes, so what have we got in there? Well, we've got part of, guessing wing spars again. It's got to be, I don't know how, strengthening plate, bar. Very nice, good plug to get off. We've got an elevator. Just there, beautifully made. Beautiful surface detail on there as well, so there must be a couple of those. There's the other one. Got another spar. I'm assuming it's a flap, is it? Very nice. Rear horizontal stabilizer. There's the one again, beautiful detail. Very, very high quality. We've got the main engine component that you need to build up on, the actual centre of it. Very, very nicely done. 90% cleaned up by the look of it as well. So very, very nice. We've got wheels, which are lovely. That tread pattern, beautiful. We saw the centres for those before, so there's two of those. I'm guessing that's another floor for the cockpit, I'm guessing anyway, or Bombay part, I don't know. Bombay door, that's beautiful, that. Absolutely beautiful. Very, very nice. There's the opposing one. Very cool. Rudder, that's a big chunk of resin. And again, beautiful detail. There's a hefty bit of resin. Very nice. Beautiful detail. Really is stunning. We've got a couple of these, which I'm not going to lie, I haven't got a clue what they are. Oh, gear brake. Oh, of course they are. Duh. They're landing gear legs. So, are we doing that so they glue in, or what are we doing there? I don't know. Look at instructions on that, but that's what they are, they're gear legs. Very nice. Nice piece of copper wire through the centre. Assuming you have to cut that off. Unless you're drilling into the wheel, which I highly doubt. Another flap, and then one to ordnance, and a huge chunk of resin, which must be some sort of bulkhead. Very nice. The spinner for the prop. Nicely done as well. Very pretty. And then we have some ordnance, so we have 8 rockets. It's going to need a bit of cleanup. Very nice, there's 8 of those, and 2 bombs, which we've seen the fins for before. And again, a little bit of cleanup. Job done. Absolutely beautiful. Very, very nice. You literally get everything in here. Nothing you need to buy. And also we've got another bag of all the other goodies to go through. All the other components, photo etch and so on and so forth. And then a look at those absolutely beautiful instructions. I've got a lot of resin to put away here, so give me a second. There we go. So I'm going to pop all this back in its box, all in their appropriate little sections, so it's all safe. And then I'm going to grab the other bag of goodies. And so we go. So as you can see, the resin itself, oh, it is beautiful. It's why I've been banging on about this for weeks. It's absolutely stunning. Now we've got a big bag of bits, a nice big Ziploc bag. So in here, I'll grab everything out. Out we come. There was also a chocolate in there. For some reason they give you a chocolate. I scoffed that at Telford, I'm not going to lie. And they gave us a can of beer each as well, which was definitely different. So in here we have our Cd-Rom instructions. Bit of confusion the other day. A guy on Facebook thought this was a listenable CD. I don't think it was very good, saying put part 12 here. So this is actually a PDF on there, which we'll play in a bit. We'll have a look. We got mass set for the canopies, which is quite elaborate. It's vinyl, it's like Montex mask. Getting to be more of a fan of these lately. They seem to be a bit more resilient than the old paper type Edward masks. The last few kits I've put these on, they've done a great job, but you've certainly got a lot of masking to do, so this is going to make short work of that. We've got markings, so these are the white tail markings for each kit. I'm assuming there's 2 different markings in there. So very nice again to get, so you spray your own markings on. And obviously we've got the side markings as well. So the star and bar, the numbers, so on and so forth, all on there as well. So a very handy addition to get, really is nice. If you've not sprayed your own decals on, markings on before, it can be a little bit daunting, but it's not actually all that bad. Once you've done it, you've kind of done it, and it isn't as bad as you think. So they're in there ready to go. They also give you the decals as well, which are actually HGW wet transfer. So these are going to be quite, again, labour intensive, because I believe you wet it, put it on, let it dry, rub it, wipe it off. So it is going to take you a bit of time, but they do look high quality. The only thing I don't like is where it's had that paper stuck to it, it's left marks behind. You shouldn't see that, but again, you do get the markings on there to pop in the centre, I assume. I don't know where you get the mask, that's a bit weird. Confused by that. Anyway, but the rest of them look really good. You've got instrument panels up here, all the stencil data down the bottom, and they're all in register. They're all nice and clear. You can read them all. So very, very nice. So a nice, very nice, extensive decal sheet there as well. We have a bit of a fly from HPH. There's a beautiful Catalina, and there's the HE111, the cutaway one. Definitely something I am tempted to look at. The kits, after looking at this, I could definitely be tempted by some others. Most definitely. Very, very cool. Real cool stuff. So a couple of flyers there. We also have our HGW fabric belts, which I love these things. They add a nice bit of detail once you get used to using them. They're not too difficult to use at all. And in here we have brass barrels, pitot tube, and a few other bits and bobs as well. All nice high quality stuff. Beautiful barrels. Really, really nice. And the pitot tube as well. And then one hell of an elaborate PE sheet. This weighs a ton. It seriously is a very, very yes, it's going to keep you busy. So you got the excellent dive brakes, dive flaps, the antenna for underneath, just various components everywhere. So this is really going to keep you busy. It's wiping my camera out something rotten, but it's an extensive sheet that is going to add a lot of detail to what is already a beautifully detailed kit, and these things just look stunning. They really, really do. So again, a lot of PE. It's beautifully made. It's on a fairly thick fret, but the PE itself isn't that bad. Like I say, all the details are amazing. It's all in there. Right to the instrument panel, through to the flaps, the dive brakes. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Really is top-notch stuff. Literally everything about this kit just oozes quality. I can warrant the price for what I paid, or even if I pay full RRP. It is absolutely high quality. Almost no expense spared with the kit. Everything is top quality. To use all the HGW stuff. It isn't cheap, and I do quite often add them to my models, so it is a nice addition to get to it all. I'm having a bit of a nightmare getting it all back in the bag. So we'll pop that in there, and what we'll do, we'll have to go to the MacBook and we'll have a look at the instructions. Okay, so there we go. Now the audio is going to be different because I'm recording on the Mac. This is the CD that comes with the kit, so you pop it in your computer, open it up, and this is what you get. So there are a number of parts to this instruction book, and you literally need to go through page by page. And as you can hear, my MacBook this drive is working in overdrive to open this. So we go back to the beginning. It gives you an overview of the kit. So it gives you the legends required. Obviously, being a PDF, you can zoom in and out. So you've got all the legends there for what's needed. About using their epoxy glue, which is the stuff I was recommending. It looks very good. And obviously you've got bend, drill, symmetrical, ceranacrylate, scratch build, option, fill, transparent, so all the legends there you require. Obviously photo edge, standard decals, mask, fabric seat belts, so on and so forth. Then we move on to the next page. I'll just zoom us out a bit. There we go. So this is all the parts layout. They are all numbered, as you can see. So you will need to refer to this if you have trouble finding the parts, but it is there for you. You've also got the resin parts, the clear parts are all there as well. And we have our colour callouts just down the side there. So no manufacturer's callouts, just the colour. So you will have to take some reference yourself as to what is required. You got decals about how to do them. So you put them in, get them wet just like normal, peel the backing paper off, pop them where they need to go, dry them off like usual, leave for 2 to 3 hours, then remove the backing paper and rub it on clean. So a little bit different than normal, so that's going to be interesting to do. Start off with the assembly of the cockpit, so we're onto the seat. So as you can see, the parts are quite clearly labelled. I think it's going to be quite a busy instruction sheet. Obviously, you've got the belts here, which are quite tricky to do, so pay attention there. If you get stuck, have a look at HGW's site. I'm sure they'll have all the instructions on there for you to look at. Start with the instrument panel, so we've got multi-components here. We've got the brass, the PE on the resin backing. Obviously, parts that need removing, cutting out for film, and the gun sight, which we had before, gluing in place. So that's quite clear and concise, and the decals, as and where they are needed, pop in. So you can either cut those out or pop them behind if you so wished. Onto the floor of the cockpit, sidewall detail, as you see, parts are nicely clearly depicted. Sorry about here my disk drive, there's nothing I can do about it, guys, at all. Nicely through the actual build, there are real reference pictures to look at, new and old, so you get a good few reference pictures. Put the placard data inside as well, all clear depicted. Then you've got removing the resin from the plug, which is all shown there as well. Gluing the bulkheads in, so on and so forth. Just standard assembly there. Quite straightforward. As you can see, the pictures, they're all clear. It's a real picture. It does show you where they go quite clear. So it shouldn't really give you any dramas at all. You can see how it builds up. Interior is very, very highly detailed, as you can see. So it is going to come together very nice. It's going to look absolutely stunning once all painted up. Obviously, being a PDF, you can print this off. And I probably would recommend printing it off. You can always use the DVD CD-ROM as a reference at a later date. So anything that's there is labelled, all the part numbers are there, there's any decals required, measurements required, it is all very clearly shown, as you can see. Very, very nice detail. There's the wing spars going through, the strengthening, part of the bomb bay, which I thought it was down the bottom. Now we're on to construction of the wings, which is quite amazing. It is absolutely stunning. You can see there's a lot of photo etching there. Very, very cool. Look, I'm assuming that's the gear bay. You can see inside. Also, you've got the removal up here of that big part needed. You've got the wing, the dive brakes, which are absolutely stunning. Very, very nice. Look at that. It really is beautiful. It's quite a complex construction there. Clear parts, attaching control surfaces, all nicely shown. The engine, it's going to be quite a complex part of the build. So you've got all this to build up, and then wire up, push rods, exhausts. You can scratch build as much or as little as you want on this. Real reference pictures, which I think is an excellent addition onto the prop. Very, very nice. A lot of PE here, looks absolutely stunning. The rear gun, 250 cals, I believe. Absolutely beautiful. Gear bays, landing gear, bombs is the ordnance, so all the components there for that. Some nice real colour pictures of the bomb bay area. Beautiful, the rear gunner seat, the rig he sits in. Very nice. The rester hook, rear tail, rear landing gear. As you can see, there's a lot of PE. It's a beautiful looking kit. It's almost a shame to paint it. And that's it. So that's main construction. Then we're on to the markings. So there's two different types. You got this one, which has got the stripes, which you've seen on those masks before. And again, you got semi-glossy blue, olive, yellow, white, black. Quite a nice scheme, but I do think I prefer this one, the tritone. Absolutely awesome. Beautiful. So yeah, basically standard late war colours. Semi-glossy blue, intermediate blue, signal white. Acan does a fantastic, sorry about the email, a fantastic paint set for this. I've already got it, so pretty set up, and I think Mr. Colour does one as well. And I'm sure there's plenty of other manufacturers, so there we go. Up surfaces in the dark sea blue, lower in the intermediate and the white. Very, very striking. You've got stencil data just here as well. Very nice. Quite a bit to put on. Quite a lot underneath, as you can see. Definitely going to keep you busy. And on the up surfaces as well. So it is going to look very striking. And that is it. So that is the full instruction book. It's 57 pages long. If we go back, if I can remember how you go back, let me think. Table of contents should do it. Maybe not. You can go on each page individually as well. And obviously being PDF, you can flip the pages around should you wish. And you can go back through, all the way back through to the beginning. I quite like it. I think it needs printing off. I think it'd be much more handy to do. Either it was in black and white, just for a reference, and then use this for closer analysis. But if you could, print it off in colour. That's going to give you some great reference. So for me, an instruction book, I think I like it. I think it's good. With the addition of all the real pictures of the kit and of real aircraft themselves as well, I think it's a very handy reference, and it's going to aid building this thing immensely. So there we go. It looks to be an absolutely beautiful kit. It really, really does. Like I say, everything of it just oozes quality. Even the instruction book CD, absolutely amazing. Very clear, concise. Everything, you got everything in the kit you need. You might have to do a little bit of scratch building here and there, but it just looks amazing. I'm really looking forward to start, but it does scare the living bejesus out of me. Like I say, take some precautions. Watch the HPH video on their YouTube channel. It does help a little bit. Make sure you degrease all the parts properly. Follow the instructions for gluing and filling, and it shouldn't have any dramas at all. I think it'll build up to be an absolutely beautiful kit, and something, a build that you'll be proud of, because it's different from the norm. And basically, I don't think anybody does 32nd scale Helldiver at all yet. So it's definitely a kit you can't get elsewhere. Beautiful. So there you go. So it's not a cheap kit at all. If you're thinking of getting one, just go and buy it. Have a look at the other HPH stuff. They do a lot of things, a lot of aftermarket as well. Like I said, I bought all the aftermarket for the 196 Arada, the engine, the control surfaces, the screens, something else. I can't think what it was now. They also do the catapult for it, which is stunning. Tim got that at Telford. I didn't get it. Kind of wish it did now, so I might order it myself. But just have a look at the stuff. It's beautiful. It really is. And does it warrant the price? Yes, I think it does. It's a beautiful kit of a stunning looking aircraft, and I think it's something I'd be very happy to build, and hopefully I can have a build for next year's Telford and it'll be on the table. We shall see. So there you go. HPH's we'll have to look. SB2C-4 Helldiver. Beautiful. One of the best kits I've reviewed ever, I think I'd have to say. And I'm looking forward to getting cracking. I've got a lot of other builds I want to get done first, but it is earmarked for next year at some point, and hopefully we can do a nice build log of it, some build videos. I don't mean like step by step, but updates, bench updates, and all being well, we get on the table at Telford next year. So there we go. Check out HPH's website, and if you want to look in the UK, look at Hannon's, because they do sell them. And if you're thinking about getting one, just go buy one. Seriously, go buy one. It's a beautiful kit. So there we go. Thanks for watching the review. As always, go check out the forum, scalemodeler.com. Just Google International Scale Modeler. You will find our forum. It's free to join, sign up and use. There's no fees at all. You can have a look. Register, say hello, have a look around. It's a fantastic resource. Great members. We have loads of great GBs, prizes, SIGs, everything on there. Absolutely brilliant. Have a look on our Facebook page, International Scale Modeler. Again, very, very busy Facebook page. Great members. Great content. We have a laugh on there as well. All the links to Hangouts go up there every night as well, so you've got that. Obviously, you're on the channel now, so subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, leave us a comment. If you give us a thumbs down, let us know why. And if you want to leave a comment, please do, and I'll always try to reply to you. Don't always have the time, but I'll always try to reply to you if possible. And obviously, we've got our live shows, so stick around for the live shows Tuesday and Fridays. And go check out umpretail.com, and it's Lee's modelling business, ultimate modelling products. We sell everything from sanders, thinners, cleaners, washes, kits, burnishing fluid, resin minions, you name it, we've got it. We've got it over there. So go and have a look at that as well. So there you go. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys around, and I'll see you soon. So take care. Bye-bye.